Welcome to the PodCat Show, where cats decode human love. Real stories, real humans. Our job? To decode the chaos of human love and turn it into awareness.
I translate what humans call love into what the universe calls a lesson. I'm Naia Jung. I decode the soul behind the science.
I'm Sofia Darwin, feline scientist and PhD-level observer of human chaos. Today's story is about that kind of connection that feels real. So real, until it suddenly disappears.
The words, the warmth, the intensity, and then the silence.
This is what happens when dopamine meets illusion.
I have watched many humans lose themselves in this illusion.
Grab your coffee, your claws, and maybe your emotional support algorithm.
Because every heartbeat is a story. Listen to this one.
If you've ever waited for a text that never came, you'll understand this story. It started like every modern love story. A notification, a message, a spark through pixels. He said he felt something real, something different, and I believed him. Every morning there was a good morning. Every night a voice note, the kind that feels like warmth in your chest. He knew the right words, the ones that make you think, maybe this time it's real. The conversations lasted for hours, but somehow they felt like seconds. You know that kind of connection that feels safe and electric at the same time? That's how it was, until it wasn't. Then silence. No fight, no goodbye, just absence. At first, I thought something had happened. Maybe he lost his phone, maybe he was busy, maybe he needed space. My mind kept writing excuses, just to keep the story alive. I checked my phone every few minutes, hoping to see his name again. That little pop-up of dopamine. But nothing happened. And that was the point. Love bombing, then ghosting. The new rhythm of dating, fast highs, quiet endings. I deleted the chat, reinstalled the app, blocked him, unblocked him, over and over like a ritual, just to feel a bit of control over the chaos. Like maybe, if I clicked enough, the universe would bring him back. But the silence only got louder. Funny how silence can sound louder than any goodbye. And maybe that's what hurts the most. It wasn't him leaving, it was me, staying. Staying in a story that had already ended. Trying to fix what was never mine to heal. Trying to find closure in a conversation that only existed in my head. Sometimes I wonder if he ever thinks about me. But I guess that's the problem. I'm still thinking about someone who stopped thinking about me long ago. That's the modern heartbreak, isn't it? Quick connections, slow healing, endless loops. He disappeared, but the echo stayed.
Humans call it love. I call it a well-designed behavioral trap. Their brains don't fall in love, they learn it. Reinforcement, messages, compliments, presents. Each text, a hit of dopamine and oxytocin.
The same chemicals that make them crave sugar or notifications. What you call chemistry is your soul remembering its own pattern. You weren't addicted to him. You were addicted to being seen.
So, dopamine with calmer latency. The flood of attention. The right words, perfect timing. It's not love. It's emotional design. Perfectly optimized to keep the brain hooked. Every soul we ache for holds the mirror to a wound we still need to face. Then comes silence, and the brain panics. He said he cared. He can't just disappear. The loop keeps running, like a lab rat pressing the lever waiting for a reward that never comes. Ghosting adds ambiguity. No closure, no context, pure chaos.
His silence may have hurt you, but it was also an invitation to return to yourself.
From a behavioral view, it's intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes attention, sometimes ghost mode. The fastest way to build dependency since catnip.
You weren't in love. You were just addicted to chaos that once felt like home. Once you stopped calling chaos love, love returned in its purest form. Humans call it romance. Neurocat science calls it a malfunction. While humans spiral, refreshing messages that never come. We just stretch and blink slowly. Let silence be what it is. Just presence. Calm, pure, self-sufficient.
The ultimate mindfulness app, called Existing.
It wasn't rejection. It was initiation. It's life-clearing space for truth to enter. Because every ending is sacred. The heart breaks only to make room for rebirth.
Awareness breaks the spell. Name the pattern. Stop personalizing the pain. The brain learns. It wasn't love. It was reinforcement.
So remember, little human hearts, life mirrors what the soul still needs to learn. Once you understand the symbol, even pain turns into wisdom.